How to prepare for an estate planning consultation with an attorney like myself or a fellow attorney, Jordan McIntyre. Hey, Jordan.
Hey, Dan.
I like to start when I prepare for an estate planning consultation with a few stretches and warm ups. Some circles, you know, the arm circles.
Yeah.
You
Do some jumping jacks.
Jumping jacks,
Yeah.
push ups. No, it's really not even that tough. Gosh, I met with someone this morning. That's a perfect example of that. It was kind of a stressful morning. I don't know. I'd gotten up super early. The best part of my day was meeting with this client, getting to know her, and just sitting down and having a consultation. I came out of it feeling amazing, and I think she did too. And I don't know. I think preparing for your estate planning consultation is not something you should be nervous about in any way. It's as easy as sitting down at the kitchen table and having a conversation. Jordan, we used to always, best part of my day was sitting down at the kitchen table in the evening and eating dinner together and having, what's the question I would always ask you and the rest of the kids?
How was your day?
How was your day? When I sit down with an estate planning consult, I ask, how may I help you? That's always my question. Now, there's probably some things that I want to know in that consultation to help me reach a really good strategic plan for you. What might some of those things be, Jordan?
I'm just going to ask, as much as I can about your family and then figure out what you have and where you want it to go. But really, it's just, as you're saying, it's a conversation. So I want to get to know you. I want to know, who do you trust in your life? If I set up important documents where these people are going to have some pretty important powers and authority, let's make sure you trust them and they're the best fit for you. And then we'll get into what property do you have, what assets do you have, and then how do you think you'd like things to go to your kids or charities? I'm going to get all that out of you, but it's going to be in a very conversational, back and forth type of way. I'm not going to make you feel pressured. And it's okay if you come to the consultation not knowing all that. We'll figure it out.
Sure, absolutely. And, what about if there's been previous estate planning documents drafted that they did 5-10 years ago? Would they bring those to the consultation?
Yeah, I'd love to review those. And that'll give me a better picture of, maybe you have some individuals you need to appoint now as powers of attorneys, but there's a few changes. It'll give me an insight into what you had done previously and what changes might need to be made today.
I personally like to scan those things and place them in our data intake file for the client so that we can have those as kind of a historical record to look back on as well, if we're drafting or just to preserve. I don't think an appointment with our office for estate planning is a high pressure situation in any way or something. I mean, I'm not a dentist. I'm not going to pull your teeth.
Yeah.
What I am going to do is pull some information out, which would be tease some information out, which would be really, I'm trying to always get to what are your real wishes. And let's set the goals for you and what your wishes are and make those happen, as well as identify pitfalls or danger zones for you where you could lose assets or lose control of them. So I'd say showing up with any prior estate planning documents, just ready to have a good conversation, and some coffee, water, sparkling water, and our homemade, I guess they're not made at home, they're made office-made chocolate chip cookies, which are pretty good. They're good stuff. Yeah. It's what would consist of a consultation with us. So, generally through taking inventory of what we have, the people in our lives, we can really identify our goals, and that really helps the attorney, the estate planning attorney, reach the right solution. If you have any questions or you'd like to sit down with one of our attorneys, and talk about your estate plan, give us a call. We'd offer a free consult. You can obtain that by calling 1-888-999-6600 or schedule directly on our calendar at mcelderlaw.com. Thank you, Jordan. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Dad.
I'll see you this weekend. You're going to be there Sunday for Father's Day?
It is. It's Father's Day. I'll be there.
Right. See you. Bye.
See you.